sorry it took so long, okay? I'm trying to get the camera where y'all can see the cards good, right? So to speak. I may have to turn the camera around for y'all so y'all can see it good. Um, okay. Um, so hopefully y'all can see the camera for the table rather. Okay. Um, yeah, this ain't how I normally have it. It's normally like that. Hey sis. Hey, I was trying to get it where y'all could see the actual table of cards, right? Um, so I hope you can see everything because I'm at my desk. Okay. All right. So let me turn down this music. All right. So what I have also when I looked up this baby's astrology, right? Looking at her astrology, as y'all can see on the might want to send another notification. I had to come back and check like last time. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, let me send another notification. Thanks, sis. I'm glad you told me that. So let me do that. Send out another notification. Yeah, because for some reason I don't think YouTube is sending out my notifications, my lives. I don't think it's doing that. Like I don't know. It's real weird, you know, how YouTube is doing stuff. Um, and that's okay too, cause like I told y'all, y'all seen on there how they took like over 100 and something of subscribers off my page just overnight. Like so, and when I reported it, they act like they don't know what's happening. I could show them, and it's on my community tab too, the proof, because I'm well over 3,000 people, um, but anywho, we don't care. We keep pushing out this message, the message, right? Be the voice for those that have no voice. But anyway, so I got these true crime cases came in. I just sent another notification for my Patreonians as well as on YouTube. Hopefully it'll start trickling in soon. Hey Tiff, you know they be hating. Yeah. Yes, sis, I know, okay. So, family, this is another unfortunate case, right? On a baby. Somebody sent it to me, and y'all know I'll get up from doing whatever I'm doing to look at baby cases, right? So, this is what we're looking at now. Is this baby right here? Is Gabrielle Terrelonge? Okay, this is pictures of her. Okay, and somebody sent me this case, and y'all know, regardless of me having a long day at work, I'm in trying to push back a little bit from YouTube as well, but I'll come out and help in reference of the babies. Okay, so this is going to be on this baby. Now, when I looked at her astrology and meditated a little bit on this baby, right? She was born June 25th, 2015, right? So she's only 10, okay? Just turned 10 years old. And she is, it says here on the FBI information, it says the Terrelonge family has ties to South and Central Florida and may be homeless. It says the FBI Miami Field Office and Margate Police Department in Florida are asking for the public's assistance in locating the 10-year-old young girl. She was reported missing in late October of 2025 after it was discovered that the girl's mother had been incarcerated in Florida. Law enforcement authorities are seeking any information about Gabrielle and current location and conditions. Now, from what I wrote down, right, in my notes is that, yes, this little girl You know, Ancestors is definitely showing me that this little girl has suffered from some form of violence, okay? This little girl has suffered from abuse. This little girl has suffered from neglect. This little girl, excuse me, unfortunately, family, it looks like this little girl, based off of when I was meditating, it just looks in reference of the mother knows more than what she won't say, because they said that she's not participating. Kind of takes me back to the other case I did on the little girl. I think her name was Melody or something like that. So yes, so I do feel she knows more. This little girl, you know, when I meditated over this little girl, family, oh God, you know, sometimes it's like the people and the parents, right? It goes back to that, where this little girl, it's just so sad, you know, to feel this energy of the trauma, you know, that she had to suffer. So I'm going to let the ancestors speak through the cards for you guys, so you'll have a visual, because I kind of already know ancestors has shown me in meditation, but I'm going to use the cards as a visual, okay? So you guys can see, and this is on Gabrielle, okay? Ancestors, I ask you to come in now. Okay, come in now. Speak to the collective in reference of what's happened to this baby. Gabrielle, Patricia, Terrelonge. Look at the third party flipped out. See that? I'm going to put it back. I do feel like it is more than one person. This little girl, her physical needs were neglected. Okay? That's what I want you guys to know. Allegedly. Everything here is allegedly, all for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that for YouTube purposes. Okay? Make sure you guys, when you come into the room, hit the like button. When you come into the room, please. Thank you. Gabrielle, Patricia, Terrelonge. What happened to her ancestors? Show us in a visual through the divination of the cards, please. Please, ancestors, show us what happened to this baby. Clear and concise messages, ancestors. Clear and concise messages, ancestors. What happened to this baby? Breakup. Okay? Breakup. So this goes back to, like I said, parents. Okay? The mother knows a lot more than what she's saying. This goes back to a breakup, the relationship between a mother and a father. Okay, it says it all day long in reference of the energy I picked up on in meditation as well. Okay, and there was some type of violence that was happening amongst the family. Okay, that could have contributed to them being homeless as well. Not sure, you know. But the first card I have on the bottom of the deck is breakup. Okay, so this is the Three of Swords. All right. All right, so here's the cards. Here's the spread, family. All right, so, okay, we got a specific message here, okay? And ancestors don't lie, family. My God. All right, first card out was gifts, okay, giving and receiving. So there's definitely an energy here of there was some type of energy around someone. It looks like somebody around the whole process of, you know, this family, right? This family unit being broken up at one point in time in this baby's life. Excuse me. And it looks like she was abandoned and the mother may have been abandoned, okay? It's like the breakup goes back to the stay or go away. She may have been in some type of abusive relationship, okay, the mother. And, you know, because it states in the article in reference of them being homeless, right? But in the spread, the first thing I get is the abandon in reference of a father. Okay, they've arrested the mother already, but I have a father here, so they need to know where, they need to find out where is the father, right? I have drugged. Okay, so I don't know if the father is has addictions. Okay, and that could go back to the abandonment of the giving and receiving of time and of things, and whether the parent or the mother had to stay or leave that situation, because there is showing there's black magic or negative energy. I do feel that that the energy that is on the mother is also goes back to some type of spiritual warfare, and it could have been something that, you know, could have been put on the mother as well. Reason why I'm saying that is because of the energy and what I pick up on when I look at the mother. Okay, and this energy goes back to a father. Okay, um something in reference of the breakup between the mother and the father. Clarity on the spread, ancestors. Okay, powers that be flew out, but I'm gonna put it back. Clarity on the spread, ancestors. Thank you. Don't go out. Clarity on the spread, ancestors. Gabrielle, Patricia, Terrelonge. What has happened to this baby? Where's this baby at? Gabrielle, Patricia, Terrelonge. Gabrielle, Patricia, Terrelonge. Where is this baby, ancestors? Gabrielle, Patricia, Terrelonge. Ancestors telling me they did it. Who's the they? Right? They did it. And that's dark energy too. Okay. Whenever I get this, this is somebody close to home. Okay. They did it. Okay. Allegedly, all for entertainment purposes only. And I'm seeing that this energy goes back to summer. Okay. So something someone did to this baby in the summer. Okay. She's telling me they did it in the summer. Okay. So the summertime is definitely some energy. I feel like, you know, something goes back to the summer. I don't know if they when they last seen her or heard from her, or maybe something that started out in the summer, but something goes back to the summer, and it goes back in reference of something being communicated and people playing mind games. Okay, people are playing mind games in reference of communication. Okay, somebody feels they've got away with something, because I see some deceptive laughter. Somebody is a part of some type of secret society as well. Somebody is playing double lives, like they're playing, yeah, or either June, yes, summer months, June, July, right? So somebody is playing a double sword, you know, playing a double life. Okay, so that goes back to some type of giving and receiving. Now, whether that is, you know, somebody was supposed to give something to her, or there was, because this is a 6 of coins, this goes back to financial help as well. So there wasn't any financial help given and receiving, or may have been given and, you know, not received or something like that. I don't know, but there's somebody playing double, right? That serpent is like a double sword, like they're playing, you know, two-faced life, you know. I have the Illuminati on the abandoned. Okay, so it's like as if somebody, this baby was abandoned by a group of people who collectively work together to create harm for others, which of course I told you I seen the black magic here, and that goes back to the separation. Okay, the breakup. Remember I told you somebody could have done something to someone or sent this type of energy to someone connected to this baby in a separation, in a breakup. Okay, you never know the witches and warlocks that are connected to children. Okay, things are real. People do this type of spiritual work, family. Okay, everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. Okay, people do dibble dabble in certain things. You know, people do have, you know, different things, you know, happening in in their lives that goes back to spirituality and, you know, dark magic and things of that sort, okay? Now have stay or go away with the deceptive laughter. So somebody, okay, within that is very close to this Gabrielle Terrelonge, they thought they got away with some things. This is deceptive laughter, okay? And it comes in reference of somebody staying or going away, or somebody actually making somebody go away, or forcing someone to go away and acting like they didn't do that, right? Or making this little girl and her mother, you know, leave a residence or break up with them or separate from them, and then, you know, saying, oh no, I don't know what happened to them, but really in actuality you put them out. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of energy that I'm feeling, like as if the abandonment, right, goes back to some type of dark energy, like somebody forcing somebody to do something, or someone trying to get away with something. And it all came in, the whole thing, it came at the detriment of this baby suffering in some way with violence, okay? Violence and neglect, okay? And then I have the greater good on drugged. Now, how can somebody feel they're doing the greater good when they have either drugged you or they're doing drugs or whatever? You know what I mean? So that's something there that doesn't make a lot of sense. But now I'm seeing the legal drugs comes on a father. Now this could be her father, this could be a father figure, this could be, you know, somebody's father that's connected to her. It could be her father, but I'm seeing legal drugs on her father, or a father connected to her. And everything here is allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. But also the legal drugs is connected to the dark energy that's here as well. See the separation in the negative energy that's here is all connected to some type of breakup, some type of relationship situation, neglect, abuse, violence, okay? Somebody living a double life, somebody doing some things and feeling they got away with it because of this separation. I have a lot here about separating, about staying and going, breakup, you know, this type of energy is here, and a baby wouldn't know or have anything to do with that. That's why the ancestors are saying they did it. Ancestors, can you give me clarity on this Illuminati and the abandon that's here for Gabrielle Patricia Terrelonge? Why is this here? Illuminati and abandon for Gabrielle Terrelonge. Yeah, there's a history of this type of situation happening. So this is not the first time. Yeah, there's the fated relationship. So this is not the first time. This goes back to the parents. You know what I'm saying? This goes back to, because this baby can't have a fated relationship. She only 10. She only 10. So this goes back to the mother, the father. Okay? And I have abandoned with the Illuminati, and there's a history. That's what came out on this. There's a history of a secret society, a group that somebody is connected to, whether it's the mother or the father, in reference of how they have a history of abandoning this little girl in some shape, form, or fashion. Okay? And it goes back to a fated relationship. Clarity on the deceptive laughter, the stay or go. Connected to, oof, that energy strong too. Thank you, ancestors. Connected to Gabrielle Patricia Terrelonge, the laughter and stay or go. Please hit the like button when y'all come into the room. Thank you. Laughter, stay or go. For there it is. There's the loved one. See? Told you it was a loved one. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Fated relationship again. So this goes back to a fated relationship that a loved one, okay, in reference of them thinking they got away with something, stay or go. Somebody left, she left, they left, somebody separated, okay, with this loved one because of a relationship. The only relationship I could think of this type of energy is, yes, somebody being spiteful goes back to the parents. Okay, this goes back to the parents. Okay, because I keep getting this faded relationship, allegedly. Serpent and gifts for Gabrielle Terrelonge. Gabrielle Terrelonge. Serpent and gifts, ancestors, allegedly. Digital currency. Yeah, so this goes back. Yeah, somebody got emotional about some type of Cash App or Venmo or something that was given, right? Some type of digital currency. Something was given in digital currency, and I know it was because this is the six of coins on this serpent. So somebody could have been given some type of financial, gift, or was supposed to get something, or could have been getting something, digital currency wise, or sent to somebody in a digital currency. And there was somebody who was faking, like they were playing two sides, double life. Somebody was doing something, could have been getting money by that way as well. There's some aspect here of money, giving and receiving. Somebody feels like they didn't get what they were owed or something of that sort, connected to the baby in this relationship, and somebody being very emotional about the situation. Why is the legal drugs here with the father? Because I got a specific message about a father, her father or somebody's father. Legal drugs and father for Gabrielle Terrelonge. Where is Gabrielle Terrelonge? And what you're trying to tell me about the legal drugs and the father, ancestors, for Gabrielle. Greed. Government. I don't know if he has a government job, connected to some higher up people, but I have that he has a history of being greedy towards some type of financial situation. He has a history of that. Also a history of abandoning this situation. Something's connected to the father, okay? And the mother as well, because I have a loved one here, okay? So that's what ancestors in meditation told me. The mom knows more, and I think the father knows more too. Separation and black magic, ancestors, that's here for Gabrielle Patricia Terrelonge. Separation and black magic for where is Gabrielle Terrelonge? Separation and black magic. Underground. She could be underground. I still got government here. Don't know what that's trying to tell me. Self-defense. She could have been in some type of I don't know if she was like, if they tried to put her in some type of situation where it was like, I can get this too, when somebody is like been put in like a what do you call it, like a CPS or something like that, you know what I mean? Like because I got trauma underneath of self-defense, and then there's the cult. So somebody is connected to some type of because I got this. When I get these two cards, somebody is connected. And then I got this and a lot of darkness. It's a lot of darkness around this baby. So it's definitely something underground, okay? This goes back to, see, ancestors telling me something is being covered up. Then I got sexual partner. Who is the sexual partner? Or either sexual abuse, okay? Some type of cult. Somebody felt like they was defending themselves. The mama may have felt like that, away from whoever this was that was trying to cause some type of issues. I just feel like this is something that the loved one knows about, whether it's the mother, the father, somebody connected to her knows about where this baby is, okay? And just give me a couple more cards out of this deck, and I'm pull from the other one, of what you can tell me of where is she located. Can you tell me where she's located? If she is alive, Gabrielle Patricia Terrelonge. Where is she located? If she is alive, Gabrielle Terrelonge. Robbery. Somebody took her. Hidden. Has her hidden. A male. Okay. A male that's connected to this father. It's the same energy. Okay. Same energy. What else can you tell me? Ancestors saying, yes, the sun will be shined or something will be coming out. There's something about somebody being pregnant. I don't know if somebody has somebody pregnant or something of that sort. That could have been, that could be connected to a loved one. Let's pull some cards from this. I don't see that this baby is, I'm not going to say that yet, right? But my energy of what I felt, family, and we're going to ask these cards. We're asking the whispers of the unsolved now in reference of where is this baby? Is she still alive, right? Because we got a asset of messages here that lets us know this goes back to the mother and the father, okay? Ancestors, can you tell us, before I can even shuffle, the ancestors gave me death. And I felt that in a secluded place underground. This baby is somewhere underground. Give me clarity and let me know if this is what you're saying in reference of this baby. Everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, this goes back to love. Okay? Yeah, look, I got the regret in reverse. Somebody is like, somebody may have been locked up before, okay? May have felt that they were going to get locked up, so maybe this is why they may have tried to do this situation. Or let me see what I can tell you in reference of when I get this card and it comes out like that, okay? Gotta go through the book and see what it says, because I mean, I know it in my mind, but I want to make sure I'm telling you guys what the ancestors want me to say based off of pushing this card out. All right, so that was the regret card in reverse. Forgiveness found, okay? Guilt released, burden lifted, a peace achieved. So I do feel like somebody feels like, and I don't know why, but somebody feels like with this situation, you know, with the separation, with the abandonment, with this baby and this lady separating from her or separating from him, there was some type of relief, okay? Somebody felt that this situation was a relief. And then I have stranger on the bottom of the deck. Gabrielle Terrelonge. Gabrielle Terrelonge. Yeah. Somebody was at a crossroads. See? Yeah. I feel like the mother was struggling with money and mental illness as well. And this was the final ending. Okay? Somebody was at a crossroads with some things that was happening. Okay? But I'm picking up on death, okay, of a loved one or connected to some type of love situation. And I also have the loved one that came out earlier. Okay, this loved one is thinks they got away with something. Deceptive laughter is here, okay? And I'm picking up on the energy of what's happened to her is connected to male energy, okay? Wherever she is, we're going to still be prayerful and hopeful. Is she still alive, ancestors? Gabrielle. Here's the devil. She ain't stand a chance. Nope. Here's the devil. Okay. Ancestors said, follow the money. There's evidence, okay, in reference of this devil. Is Gabrielle still alive? Is Gabrielle still alive, ancestors? Can you tell me? Ancestors said no. Okay. That's what's hidden. Okay. Evidence can be shown that this is what's happened. Let's see what flew out the deck. What else, ancestors? She needed emergency medical help. Okay, ancestors saying follow the money. Remember I told you guys there's something up here about money with the digital currency that came out. Plus we had robbery. So somebody felt that somebody was taking some money from them in some shape, form, or fashion. This baby needed medical assistance though. Okay, there's something that was hidden. Okay, she's being hidden because I got hidden here twice. Okay, hidden. All right, missing. That's the key. Somebody hid her. Also, here's the mental health, okay? So somebody may have messed with the mother's mental health. Something's going wrong with the mother. That's a female energy in the mental health. Somebody could have put something on the mother. That's what I keep feeling very strongly, okay? This devil, Okay, and here's cult again. Okay, remember we seen cult earlier. There's some type of energy of black magic or dark energy or some type of cult, Illuminati, is here, but it doesn't have to mean that. But it does mean that some strings have been pulled spiritually, in reference of this energy that's here for the mother. Okay, ancestors, can you show me any more in reference of Gabrielle Terrelonge? There's a top secret to this whole situation and a distraction. Something's a distraction as well to this. Something's outside in the open, okay? So she could be outside near some water, okay? They need to look near like a street sign, okay? Near a bridge, okay? Near some trees, a crossover, a highway, maybe 75 is what I'm seeing here, okay? In reference of a highway, I don't know what's down that way. I'm seeing C75, okay? A bridge and trees out near water. It could be buried underground, okay? Could be buried underground. Everything is allegedly here, all right? Allegedly, all for entertainment purposes only, all right? Outcome message ancestors on this case, and I'm gonna wrap it up. I see exactly what's going on, and the ancestors have definitely, somebody's gonna try to make some distractions, okay? I do not feel great about this situation, but I'm still prayerful, I'm still hopeful, okay? The mother definitely has a lot of information, okay? I will say that, all right? But this case goes back to a male, okay? Okay, everything here is allegedly for entertainment purposes only, all non-factual, okay? Can't be proven until it is proven about this baby. Outcome message of Gabrielle Terrelonge. Yeah, okay? Somebody, this is the Four of Swords, okay? This is another death card as well. Yes, okay? So, you know, somebody, this is the mother, okay? This is the mother. Somebody, this is like threats, okay? Threats of what somebody was coming after her. Somebody was after her, okay? And this baby got mixed up in this situation. It looks like it goes back to the loss. Like, this is the Five of Cups, okay? Once again, a loss. This is the mother, though, reflected multiple times. And here is the male playing chess. See, that's that deceptive laughter here, okay? A King of Swords. This is somebody who knows the legal system as well. This is somebody who knows how to play their cards in reference of how they feel that they're going to play chess to get away with this situation, okay? This person is very dark, okay? This person also is manipulative, and this person is connected to some type of magic. One more card in reference of where this baby is. Ancestors, is this baby still alive? I mean, I know ancestors, but just give me a visual for these people, please. My God, Five of Pentacles, okay? But as I told you guys, here's the Five of Swords, so somebody fighting with other people, okay? Here's the Ten of Swords family, all right? And here's the male, okay? And there's the woman looking at this male, okay? And you see that, okay? Yes, LaDania, yes. All the time. But you can't really say that because it's intuitive. So how somebody else do their cards is how they do their cards, right? And some people don't need cards. Cards is just a visual, okay? It's just a tool, honey. So it may not be right for you, but it may be the message that's coming through, especially when you have a outside connection from the tools that you use, such as working with your ancestors. So you don't really have to worry about the cards. The message will be delivered. I'm a messenger, a voice for the voiceless. Okay? So outcome energy, family, it just looks like we have some things going on, okay? Unfortunately, everything is allegedly. We won't know until we know. But somebody had a big financial fall, okay? Fallout in reference of some type of financial situation. Crabs in a bucket mentality, okay? These people. This female has been going through some major things. Abuse is here, okay? This is a lot. This is mental abuse. This is physical abuse. This is all kinds of stuff in here. But this is a relationship stuff, okay? And it caused some type of death, all right? Everything is allegedly. Everything will be brought to the light, okay? Things will be brought to the light, all right? So I'm going to leave it there with this case. Everything is allegedly. If she's not found soon, we'll tap back into the case and see if we can get some more, all right? But that's what I have now, family. Everything is allegedly non-factual until it is proven, okay? So, let me put these cards up. And we'll watch. And please, if you see anything or find anything out on this case before I get to, because I've been working and stuff a lot, family. That's why I haven't been active over here too much. But if you find anything out about the case or see anything on the case, please let me know, okay? Because I want to keep up with this baby case, all right? I hate that this is happening. We still prayerful. I'm still praying for this baby to be found and that things will work out for the best, okay? That's what I do want to say. We always are prayerful. That's why most readers say if it resonates with you. That's right, young girls. That's right, sis. Thank y'all for modding for me tonight as well, okay? Okay. So let's pull on one more case I want to tap into. I think that was one of the ones that we talked about, Ebony. May the Most High keep her, yes, covered wherever she is, exactly. And may the Most High allow her to be found with no harm, ancestors. Please, we're very prayerful, okay? Very, very prayerful for that little girl. She's precious, in God's sight. But there's some evil things that has happened, family, that I can see, okay? It doesn't look great, all right? There's some hidden things going on, right? I hate to get a spread like that on a baby. That's 10, I really, really do. Okay. 24. Wow. Ain't that something? That is something. Okay, so while I shuffle up the cards, I want to do reading on the next case that was sent to me. Let's see here. Let me find her. Hold on. Go back to my let me go back to the, oh, I know what I did. Okay, so this was on I don't know if it's Dawnita Wilkerson, and Miss Dawnita Wilkinson, she's been missing since June 21st, 2020. Okay, so she's been missing almost 5 years, family. Her age would be 49. Okay. This is out of Evansville, Indiana. I think that is. Yeah, Indiana. Evansville, Indiana. And it says she was last seen on June 21st, 2020 at 8:16 p.m. At the local Evansville, Indiana motel, getting into a silver pewter color 2004 Chevy Suburban. And everything else is unknown from there. So that's the picture of her, okay? All right, family. So let's see. Let's shuffle up these cards good, because I haven't given them a good shuffle in a while. I hope you guys are doing okay out there. We're doing true crime tonight over here, as I haven't done true crime in a while, right? All right. Dawnita Wilkerson. What happened to Dawnita Wilkerson? Where is Miss Dawnita Wilkerson, ancestors? It's been 5 years since June 2020. Where is Miss Dawnita Wilkerson? Sorry, family, I got flying here. Dawnita Wilkerson. Where is Miss Dawnita Wilkerson, ancestors? Miss Dawnita Wilkerson. Where is Miss Dawnita Wilkerson? Dawnita Wilkerson. Thank you, ancestors. Drowned. She could be drowned, or she could have been in her emotions, or somebody was in their emotions around the situation, okay? First card out was fight. Okay, I will tell you that. So it was some type of altercation. It looks like she's gotten into with somebody that's married. It's what it looks like here. Or she may have been married. I don't know. But the first card out for Miss Dawnita. Hey, Bake 215. So this was the first card out for her, family. Okay, it looks like the ancestors say something about the O. Okay, so it was a fight about something that she either owed, or somebody felt that she owed something to someone, or that somebody wanted her to pay up. Okay, so there's some aspect of owing something. You know, like somebody may have felt that she owed them something, or they may wanted her to pay up in some shape, form, or fashion. It looks like it could be connected to some form of drugs. Okay, I don't know her life, I don't know her, but I'm just telling you, and I'm a messenger in reference of what the ancestors is saying that has happened. Okay, so everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. This is all non-factual. Okay, I had to say that for you too. Now we have here an investigator, or a detective, or a cop. Okay, it looks like this cop she could have gotten in a fight with. She could have been married to a cop, or a cop could have been married, or she could have been dating a cop. Not sure, because beside cop I have married. Okay, and then beside that I have cloned. So when I get this clone, it doesn't mean like an actual clone, although it can in some cases. But in this case, it's like a clone copy of a situation. So it's like as if when I get this card, it's the ancestors let me know this is like something that has like a copycat type situation. So something that has happened before that we've seen in a case, right? So in this case, a cop that's married that we've seen do this before, where they may get into an altercation with this person and drugs were involved or something of that sort. She may have been wanting him to pay up, or she may have been wanting him, or felt like he owed her something. You know what I mean? So it could go many ways. We just got to clarify. Whatever it was very emotional, connected to whoever this cop or this investigator or detective was that she was connected to, that she had a fight with. Now, you know, I don't know. We just got to clarify, family. Let's get into the rest of the messages in reference to Miss Dawnita Wilkerson. And I have her picture pulled up here, okay? I'm looking at her face. She looks pretty happy in her facial expression here on this picture. So not sure. Clarity. Dawnita Wilkerson. Clarity on the messages here for Dawnita Wilkerson, ancestors. Where is she? Dawnita Wilkerson. Where is she at? What happened to her, ancestors? Dawnita Wilkerson. Yeah, scared. Somebody got scared. Okay, so what I'm feeling is this was somebody she could have been messing with who was married, family, okay? Why I'm saying that is because I see the home here, okay? I don't know if she was married, but it doesn't look like that's who this person was because of the slave on top of that, okay? So I'm going to explain it. So pretty much whoever she was dealing with, they were living a double life. Okay, so she had a fight with this person who was living a double life. This person was enraged. Okay, that's why you got all this red. You see all that red? That's an enraged, aggressive person that was fighting with her. This was a snake. Somebody snaked her, okay? They could have put her in the water, family. Okay, they could have drowned her because I got in the water on this cop or this detective, whoever this was that she was dating or with or whoever she got in that truck with, allegedly. They need to go back to that. Put it like that. That's what the ancestors is giving me, because that person got scared. I feel like that person got scared and they felt like they were being watched or was watching her, or there was something about them being scared and felt that somebody was watching them. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like that's the energy that the ancestors is giving me, and it's on the bottom of the deck too. So yeah. See this O and the slave. So this goes back to somebody feeling like you owe. Yeah, she looks sweet from her pictures. Yes, that's what I said too. See this slave that's here, right here, family? This is in reference of somebody feeling like they owed her. I mean, she owed them something and tried to make her a slave to them. And you know, somebody can make you feel like a slave in reference of you owing them something, them trying to make you do something that you don't want to do for money or, you know, for anything. So maybe somebody was trying to put her up to doing something and they felt like she owed something to them. Or maybe she felt like, you know, somebody owed her for doing something for them that she didn't want to do, you know. That's the way it's looking. Because on the married is the sold. So this means sold out, okay? Sold to someone or sold off. So being that we have somebody that feeling like she owed them something, and then I have sold on the married or sold out. Somebody sold their soul in reference of trying to enslave her, thinking that she owed them something. And then it looks like they may have put something into her food or something like that, like some type of pills or something, because this is what this is, like a legal drug. It could have been like a pill or something. It could have even been some kind of drug. But this card right here means to put into, you know, to give something to someone or to put into somebody's food or something like that. So with it being legal drugs, and then ancestors telling me this was something that was put into something she was given. So I do feel like she was given something. You know, like if somebody picked you up and they was like, oh, you don't want to do what I asked you to do, then they give you something. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, you knocked out, or they done did something to you, could have put you in the water while you was knocked out. They need to check the water, or they could have gotten some type of fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing. Or it could have been that she may have been on drugs, family, and somebody may have gave her some drugs, okay? And they felt that she owed them something, and they wanted to make a slave out of her at that point. But she was like, no. See, somebody was living a double life, and this could go back to a cop too. Somebody, detective or investigator or somebody like that. But then I have in the water, so they were emotional about the situation too. You see, confirmation. Phone just blinked. And then I have home, and I have cloned. So this was something copied, a carbon copy of something that was going on in the home. So either some cop or investigator or somebody she was connected to who's married has this same type of abusive situation going on at home, okay? Because it's the clone of what was going on at home for this person. But it may be that this person is, you know, they live a double life. So somebody, they don't know that this person lives like this. You see what I'm saying? They may have not even known that this person dealt with her because this person is married. See, because they sold. And they also sold something to someone in reference of some legal drugs, or was wanting her to sell something. So it's a lot here. Somebody got scared and afraid. She may have been scared and afraid and felt like she was being watched. That's why somebody did something to her, or this person did something to her. Let's clarify. Clarify the serpent in the fight with Miss Dawnita Wilkerson. Where is she at? What kind of fight does she have with someone? Miss Dawnita Wilkerson. Fight and serpent for Miss Dawnita Wilkerson over earthly possessions. Yes, exactly. See? So the person that she was with didn't do it to her. They got somebody else to do it to her. Okay? Yeah. Paid services. See? And look, underneath of the paid services is missing. And then underneath of that is hustler. So this goes back to some drugs. This goes back to some paid services. This goes back to why she's missing, because of some earthly possessions. This is money. This is clothes, cars, houses, earthly possessions, material things, and that's where this double serpent comes into play. And also in reference of her, she was doing things that people may have not known about, family. She got in a fight with somebody who she was connected to. I feel like she was connected to doing some things, moving and shaking. See what I'm saying? And it didn't go well. Whatever this fight was, it was emotional for her, and it was emotional for this person. Looks like a cop she might have been dealing with, allegedly, off for entertainment purposes only. Can you give me the clarity on this slave and the pay up? What did she owe somebody? What was that about, ancestors? Miss Dawnita Wilkerson. Where's she at, ancestors? Because I seen the murder for hire. So Dawnita Wilkerson. Mind games. So somebody was playing mind games. They did it. Yeah. Okay. So we know, once again, this was more than one person connected to this situation. It looks like a drug dealer was in this mix of something as well, connected to maybe even a cop. Okay? Somebody did it. So whoever she was dealing with, it wasn't them that did it. It was paid services. Everything is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. See, because they were playing mind games, and she might have been playing mind games with them in reference of the money or earthly possessions. Legal drugs and food for Miss Dawnita Wilkerson. Yeah, it's in the numerology. Clarity on that, ancestors. Transportation. Yeah, there it go. In a rural area. And I feel like where she was a rural area, right? But on the other part of that, the ancestors is telling me about the transportation. Remember, they said she got into a vehicle, right? So there was something connected to that vehicle and somebody that she was connected to in this illegal drugs that's here. See that? See the transportation on that? So she, and there's the something was given, right? So it goes back to who she got in that car with. Whoever she got in that car with was connected to something. I feel like she might have been connected to somebody who sold drugs, gave her something, or something of that sort, family. Okay? This all was going on in a rural area, though. Can I get clarity of this cop, though? Why is this cop and this investigator here in the water for what's happening with Miss Dawnita Wilkerson? In the water, in the detective or the cop for Miss Dawnita Wilkerson. The delay. This is why it's a delay. Yeah, because it's a group of people. Didn't I say it's more than one person? So the delay in what happened is because it's connected to, see? That's the delay. See? Because it's connected to this person. So this person is easily to cover it up if they connected to authorities. That's the delay. You hear that? You heard that? Yeah. That person in that truck, allegedly, and I already got transportation here. Okay? So, and that was in the article here on the thing. It says, Miss Dawnita was last seen at a motel getting into a silver pewter Chevy Suburban. And the answers let me hear that for a reason, because who she got in that truck, and whatever that truck is, it revs like that you heard, that truck that was out there. That's how it sounds. So whoever truck that is, they need to go back, connect to that. Allegedly, there's a group of people connected to this situation. It's not just one person either. That one person knows, though, allegedly. Married and sold for Miss Dawnita Wilkerson. Where is she at? And what is with this sold and married? Boom. Thank you, ancestors. Didn't I tell y'all? What the ancestors say? Dope man, dope man. Yeah, that's who it is. Yeah. Wanted their money, felt like they were owed some money. So she must have been into something. She might have not been on the drugs. It seems like it was sold. See, she was selling something, or somebody was connected to her that was selling. She might have been caught up in the crossfire. See that? Somebody, cause see, somebody is a serpent. See, there was a fight. See, about some earthly possessions, money. That's what that is. And see, whoever this dope man was, I don't know if she was married. I don't know if she was married, but if she was married, whoever she was married to, allegedly, all for entertainment purposes only, this person was into something. Might have got into an altercation with somebody, and that's why all this stuff started happening, because I do have home here. I do have home. Could be. Could be. You know? I feel like this is a hustler, though. Somebody who felt that they were owed some money, and then here's the kill. Yeah, here's the kill. Right behind it. Oh, see, because when somebody is sued, you don't have to be sued. But this card lets me know that somebody felt that when they sue you, or you get sued, somebody feels you owe them some money. That's what this card truly means. So I don't feel that this was the situation of anybody being sued. I feel like somebody felt that they were owed some money. And I know that because the ancestors done told us 3-4 times in the spread about somebody feeling they owed some money. Somebody wanted somebody to pay up. And you had to pay up with your life. And it might be not even hers. It could have been somebody else's situation that she was caught up in. Because, see, there's the mind games. And, see, the home and the married. See, ancestors showing me who this person is. You see? Connected to some type of authorities. You see? And ancestors said, that's the delay. Excuse me, y'all, I ate. Okay? Okay, so give me clarity on this home, ancestors. Ooh, that my car's tearing up and stuff. Okay, give me clarity on the home. Thank y'all for modding. Clarity on the home and the cloned. Clarity on the home and the cloned. Home and cloned for Dawnita Wilkerson. Yeah, game over. That's the end. Something connected to the home. Yeah, and get away. See? Somebody in the home, okay, and this has happened before, okay, is getting away with some type of situation. The game was over, you know. So this goes back to something in her home, something about somebody's home. If it wasn't her home, it was somebody else's home. And this home is connected to this dope man, or it's connected to this cop. Somebody played double life and got into an altercation, okay? And that altercation goes back to some money, okay? To this person, okay? Plain and simple. Ancestors showed it to me. Plain and simple, okay? Because I got the sold, all this stuff about sold and slave, somebody working for someone, right? Okay? Mind games being played. Ancestors said game over. The end. Yeah. So I do feel that she got caught up in some stuff, family. Clarity in reference of this last messages for Dawnita Wilkerson and what's happened to Dawnita Wilkerson. Where is she at? Thank you, ancestors. Yeah, top secret. See that? This is top secret stuff in here. Yeah. Because it goes back to some type of typical situation, ancestors are saying. And this was a routine situation for her and for this person that they were doing. But what they were doing is top secret, family. Okay? They kept this on the low. That's why don't nobody know where she at. Because she kept it on the low. But there was an altercation. There's the optical illusion between two people. I don't feel it was her. This is two masculines. You see that? I think she done got caught up in some mess, family. What else can you tell me about Dawnita Wilkerson? Ancestors and her being missing. See? The false. So what they saying is false. Whoever or whatever is being said is false. Okay. And sister saying when that false come out, let me tell y'all what the false in the book trying to tell us. Okay. With the ancestors want us to deliberate deception. You hear that? Deliberate deception. Intentional lie. A manufactured truth or calculated falsehood. So somebody is trying to throw people off. Okay. They already know what it is. They're being deceptive on purpose. Yeah, could have had some health issues going on. That's what I had fall out. What else, ancestors, about? Where is Miss Dawnita Wilkerson? Yeah, yep. Look, kidnapped and hand tied, and health issues. It could have been mental health. Okay, doesn't always be health. Somebody faked the death or new life. Somebody wanted a new life, I feel. Yeah, strategic. That's what's hidden. Somebody was strategic on how they went about this situation. This goes back to some type of, you know, it looks like drug game, family. The drug game situation. Something about drugs and money, family. Okay? When you get wrapped up in those situations, see, this could have been avoidable, ancestor said. This could have been avoidable. And there's the abuse and neglect. You see? And abuse and neglect comes into play in reference of you being neglectful even to yourself, but even other people. Yeah, low vibrational men she was dealing with. And a lot of chaos. Is she still alive, ancestors? Yeah, and it goes back to a couple. Didn't I tell y'all? It goes back to a married couple because there's the ring. And whoever that married person is connected to this man. Told y'all, answers don't lie. Allegedly. I have to say allegedly off for entertainment purposes only. Is she still alive, ancestors? And there's the home, safety, and fear. See? And I got home earlier with the ending. So something, yeah. Yeah, I just feel like, and I'm going to pull last outcome message, but I just feel like she just got caught up in some mess with whoever she was being with, dating, or married to, coupled with. She was into some things. And her home wasn't safe either, because why was you at a hotel? Who were you at the hotel with? You know? What was you doing at the hotel? Some things, family. Outcome in reference of Dawnita Wilkerson. And here we go with the same kind of energy. Dawnita Wilkerson. Dawnita Wilkerson. Where's she at, ancestors? Dawnita Wilkerson. Thank you. One more. Okay. Yeah. So she got the Four of Swords. Okay. Once again. Because we got this energy on the last case. But on this one, I feel that energy is the mental instability of what was going on. She already knew somebody was after them. The Four of Cups, okay? Something she was avoiding, okay? And I got the Seven of Cups. Also, a lot of energy here in reference of drugs, okay? Alcohol, okay? Mental instability, okay? A lot of deception here, all right? Emotional deception with this male, this King of Pentacles, a male that has a lot of money, okay? This male is that drug dealer, or allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. This is all non-factual. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying and what the ancestors are saying. This was the King of Pentacles right here is what it's all about. See that King of Pentacles? And I'm seeing spirits on him. People who have left this world on this person, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Okay. So, yeah. I just feel like this person is responsible for where she is. Okay. Yep. This is her outcome message, family. Okay. Do I feel that she's still alive and things like that? Clarity, is she still alive? show me, sisters, is Dawnita still alive? Is Dawnita Wilkerson still alive? I got a lot that fell out. Feel like she was running. She was running away from somebody or something. Seven of Swords. She was doing a lot of sneakery. A lot of sneaking around, family, with somebody that was definitely after her. The Knight of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles. She had a lot of money behind this situation. The Three of Cups. Okay. I feel like somebody put her in some water. And here's the Ten of Wands. Something became a burden. No, I don't. But I'm still prayerful and hopeful, okay? But no. I feel like whatever's happened to her, she's in some form of water. I feel like it became a burden, whatever she was going through at whatever about this situation, but it has to do with money, okay? I do know that. And something was going on with her while she was running, okay? She was running away from whoever this was. This is her. See the men in the black back there? The moon energy. See? And that's her trying to run and get away. So this was about trying to get away from somebody or something. Okay? It wasn't good. All right? Let me see what y'all said. Them secrets will cost you, show will. That is the truth. Let me see the stroll back up. Exactly. I kept hearing shorty, what's your price? Now they saying you owe me something. See what I'm saying? That nod song. Okay. Dang, hate that for her, y'all. Right? Pay me back like you owe your rent. Pay me back all this money I spent. He wasn't playing with her. Nope. He wasn't. And it wasn't that, you know, she just got caught up in something she couldn't. She really, this is her, family. Look at how it went. See the sneakery to how it went. And I told you, we seen the murder for hire, right? People will do whatever when money is involved. That's right. They sure will. They sure will. Low vibrational. But strategic too. And got people on the payroll. That's why it's a delay. See? See the water? See her drowning? And this is the Three of Cups. So more than one person in this situation played a part. Okay? And they're going to get away. They're going to get away. She was in fear. Yep. Look what's hidden. The devil. And then they buried it. And buried her, allegedly. All right. So that's my 2 cases for the night, family, that I'm doing. I'm going to leave it there. All right. This is all allegedly on both cases, non-factual. We don't know these people. We're praying that they are found safe. You know, this is all non-factual. Okay, I have to say that for YouTube purposes. All right. And we're still prayerful that this message was all wrong. All right. But a lot of times, and most of the time, you can go back and look at my readings and check my footwork. Right. So everything, like I said, is allegedly. And I will post a picture, or either I'll put the names, okay? Since I did 2, I'll have to work on that because that takes some editing and all that stuff, okay? Y'all are so welcome. Don't even hear about her case or nothing. Yep, don't even hear about it. That's the vibes it's giving. It sure was. Y'all was right. Y'all some intuitive females out there. I know. My family is, okay? So y'all know. So yeah. This is the case, family. Thank you, Kay, for true crime tonight. Yeah, I'll be back for some messages on probably Sunday, Tiff. I know you like when I do the regular personal messages, so I'll probably be back over here Sunday for personal messages. But tonight I wanted to do the true crime because that baby came up, and we're gonna watch that case, family. Just watch that case, okay? And we're gonna see what happens in reference of that case. I hope and pray that because the FBI is in on it now, so the FBI is investigating it now. Okay, so because I found it on the FBI's website, so yeah, they're getting involved. They're gonna get down to it. Hopefully, right? Everything, like I say, always is allegedly. You are so welcome, young girls. Is the NFL player on Patreon? Which one? You talking which NFL player are you talking about, Tiffany? That I did? It's a lot of stuff on Patreon y'all ain't seen over here. Yep, it's a lot over there. I just even the new stuff I did on Krishan and Blueface, we went and did a review on that and a recap, and I still ain't posted it over here. I said I was gonna post it over here so y'all could see what we get into over there, what we have been seeing. Cause see, we've been looked at that. Oh, the Marshawn boy, no, I didn't do him yet. I haven't done him. The one that just, yeah, I haven't done that one. You know, family, I could do that one as a Y, right? Y'all know my Ys. Yeah, okay. I'll get to it. I'll get to it, family. As soon as I possibly can, okay? All right, family, I love y'all. I will see y'all soon, okay? Much love. Hey, Latanya, you got to repeat, girl. I'm getting up off of here. I just did 2 cases. Okay, but I'll be back on here probably, what's tomorrow? Saturday? Probably not Saturday, but Sunday, okay? I love y'all. I'm going to come Sunday and do some messages. Tomorrow I might be on my Patreon, okay? Just wanted to come back and tell you I passed. Oh, yes, Sky, yes. No. Bring her back. Bring her back, Sky. That was Sky. Yes, bring her back. No, unhide her. Unhide her. Yeah. Sky was hidden by Ebony. No, I unhid her. That's Sky. Ebony, you probably don't remember her. I unhid her. But I'm glad you passed, Sky. I remember you from the readings we did. I'm gonna be back to do messages on Sunday, Sky, if you can hear me, okay? If you can hear me and see me, put something in the chat. Sorry you got blocked. She's talking about my bad, read wrong. Okay. Ebony be moderating like a mug over here. Okay. I'm glad I got you, sis. Yeah, so hopefully Sky will be back. If not, I'll check her. Okay, there you go. I can hear you. Okay, good. Okay, Sky, and congratulations. You hear what I'm saying? Congratulations. Didn't I tell you was going to pass? I told you was going to pass. God got you. Congratulations, Sky. I love to hear good news after I done gave y'all the good news ahead of time. And then I get those true, raw testimonies. See that? See that, family? Congratulations. Ebony talking about my bad, Sky. Sky, forgive her, okay? Mod on attack, because you know how the trolls are over here, Sky. Well, yeah, Sky, congratulations. I'm so happy for you, all right? Keep working at it. I know you're working on yourself, okay? And keep working at it, all right? Keep working at it. You got this, all right? All right, family, I'm up out of here. Right. Every time I don't play. I love you, sis. All right. Okay, family. I'll see y'all soon, okay? I'll be back Sunday to do personal messages, mini messages. So come back, Sky, if you want more messages and all the rest of you, okay? I'll be back. You know my Patreonians. Y'all know y'all get y'all stuff on Thursday. But if you want more messages or insight, I'll be here Sunday, all right? All right, I love y'all. Peace, family. Make sure when y'all come in the room afterwards, y'all hit the like button. But I hope and pray that these babies are found. Well, the baby is found and this young lady is found as well. All right? Peace, family. Peace.